Okay guys, so I'm back playing Cities Skylines. In my last video I started this city called Hexagon City. I just built the start of this hexagon street layout that you can see here. This is just the middle downtown area, where this island is here in the middle. In this video I'm just going to expand on this grid pattern into the suburb area that I want to build in the future, and maybe start the highway system, and maybe also do some of the first few buildings. So the process that I use to build my city, or at least in this city, is probably a little atypical. Instead of just starting a few roads and zoning them and then expanding out little by little, I'm just more or less building the entire street layout first before I build any buildings, and then I'm going to build the highways. So I'm more aiming for like an end result, not necessarily a gradual process. Although once I get the basic city in place, I will do some future videos where I am expanding to, like, let's do this other small industrial town over in this corner or something like that. But in general, I am getting the overall road layout first, which is what I'm doing here. Okay, so I've got the bulk of the hexagonal street grid layout done now. You can also see that I have a lot of the highways done. Sorry I didn't record that because I had a problem with my recording software while I was doing that. So anyways, as you can see, I've got the highways and the grid layout here. The highways basically just connect to the left side of the map, the top part and the right part, and they kind of connect, as you can see here, this intersection on the right side of the map, and then they all sort of lead into the downtown area, and they kind of end there. Once we get to building the downtown city area, we'll get more into that. I'll probably do one more loop that kind of curves around the downtown island, but I'll get to that later on once I get into the detail of building that part of the city. I've just zoned some low-density residential and commercial areas to kind of get some people starting to move in. One thing I really like about Cities Skylines 2 is that along with the roads, you are also building water, both sewage and clean water, and electricity. That's like just kind of underneath all of the roads. So that is one reason why I am building the road network first, because it also comes along with the power and water. So all you'll have to do is connect your power source and your water source to whatever the closest road is, and then the roads will carry the rest for you. You don't have to manually build the pipes like you did in Cities Skylines 1. I'm going to start out by building kind of the outskirts first, so just kind of like a small little town, because Cities Skylines 2 is much more strict in the way that you can progress. You can't just jump right into high density because people need to be educated first and there needs to be demand for it, which is a little more realistic than Cities Skylines 2. I mean Cities Skylines 1, so I do appreciate that. But it does take a little more planning, which is what I'm doing now. I'm just planning ahead. I'm starting with smaller, low density first so that those initial citizens can move in. And later on we'll upgrade and focus more on the downtown high density areas. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna add a new off-ramp down here at the bottom as well, so that there's a way they can go right into this suburban area. Now on the other side of the highway, I'll build some industrial area. I'll start with a specialized industrial zone, lumber, because that's what I have a lot of in this area. And then a few general industry and some power and some city services to get our city started down here. Down in this corner, I'll build a landfill with the recycling center and just general waste management buildings close to the highway with a easy accessible on and off ramp so they can efficiently process the city's waste. So I basically zoned everything else that's available right now as low density residential, just so people can start moving in. I'm just going to add a few schools here and there so they can start being educated as well. And over here, I'll quickly build a water treatment plant surrounded by some more industry. I'll also place a hospital and police station to service this new small little town suburban area. Alright, that's it for today. Next time we'll get more into building the actual city, more realistic looking instead of just these endless roads that we have now. Please check out some of these other videos in the series, and thanks for watching.